Together with Governor Newsom, I'm filing our 14th lawsuit against the president in less than 14 weeks. This one challenging the tariffs he unlawfully imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act.
This is recklessness at another level. The geopolitical impacts are outsized. The trade impacts are outsized, not just the economic. That's why we were up in Canada making a case anew to try to encourage Canadians. What the hell do we have on the Canadians?
California's Governor Gavin Newsom and Attorney General Rob Bonta said Wednesday, April 16th, that they are suing the federal government over Donald Trump's on-again, off-again tariffs, claiming the American president does not have the right to impose them. The move marks the strongest pushback against a tariff rollout that has sent global stock markets into meltdown, leaving businesses across the U.S. fretting about uncertainty. California accused Trump of abusing his powers and inflicting financial harm on the state and nation. California Attorney General Rob Bonta said that he is filing their 14th lawsuit against the president in less than 14 weeks. This one challenges the tariffs he unlawfully imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. He added Bonta argued that IEEPA doesn't apply in this case, and Trump misused it to impose tariffs. Bonta claims Trump invented false national emergencies, such as threats of illegal immigration and drug trafficking from Canada. He points out that these claims are inaccurate, noting that less than 1% of fentanyl and illegal crossings come from Canada.
Together with Governor Newsom, I'm filing our 14th lawsuit against the president in less than 14 weeks. This one challenging the tariffs he unlawfully imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Let's get to our lawsuit. It focuses specifically on tariffs unlawfully imposed by executive orders that claim authorization under what's known as the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA. This is important because Trump claims this law is the reason he can impose these tariffs, and he is wrong. The truth is the IEEPA does not apply here. Trump has had to resort to creating bogus national emergencies that defy reason. He's even claimed there's an influx of illegal immigration and illicit drugs crossing over the Canadian border as the basis for imposing across-the-board tariffs on Canada. It is completely untrue. In actuality, less than 1% of fentanyl and illegal crossings actually come from Canada.
California Governor Gavin Newsom sounded the alarm over market instability, urging Americans to check their 401ks and investment portfolios, especially if they hold shares in Nvidia. The California-based tech giant, recently spotlighted by the Trump administration, was hit with a massive $5.5 billion charge, triggering a sharp market drop. As of his remarks, the Nasdaq was down over 2%. Newsom called the situation recklessness at another level, warning of significant geopolitical and trade consequences beyond just economic impact. He defended Canada, a longtime U.S. ally, criticizing recent rhetoric that mocked the country and even joked about it becoming a 51st state. The governor also slammed Congress for its inaction. Directly calling out Speaker Mike Johnson, Newsom demanded accountability, saying Congress is standing by passively while the U.S. economy, long seen as the world's envy, faces serious threats.
I think the Attorney General did an exceptional job in laying out the the framework of this lawsuit and the why as it relates to the particular issues under the IEEPA, and notably issues that have been brought to the fore as it relates to the major questions doctrine recently by the Supreme Court. I would just highlight just two of the specific examples the Supreme Court used as it relates to the major questions doctrine on the issue of student loans under the Biden administration, on the Clean Power Plan under the Obama administration. If they are consistent, then this lawsuit is a lock in terms of what the Attorney General has laid out. Poor kids, 80% of their toys under their Christmas tree come from China. Check your 401k. Check your portfolio. If it includes Nvidia, you should check it right now. Nvidia, the great California company, one highlighted by this same Trump administration over the course of the last 24 to 48 hours, just got hit today with a $5.5 billion charge. Great California company got hit with a $5.5 billion charge, sending the markets to tumble yet again today. NASDAQ down over 2% as I speak. This is recklessness at another level. The geopolitical impacts are outsized. The trade impacts are outsized, not just the economic. That's why we were up in Canada making a case anew to try to encourage Canadians. What the hell do we have on the Canadians? Mocking people in another country, one of our great partners? Talking about being a 51st state? No consideration of congressional responsibility. Where the hell is Congress? Where the hell is Speaker Johnson? Do your job. They're sitting there passively as this guy wrecks the economy in the United States of America, which has dominated the global economy. Don't take my word for it. The Wall Street Journal. We are the envy to the world. And overnight, a wrecking ball.